Well, greetings, everybody. This is Jane Graham. And this morning, I've got an absolutely wonderful lady beside me who's going to give us a little bit of insight into weight loss and mindset. So, Martine Carroll is from New Zealand, and she's also a personal trainer. That was it. I'm getting physiotherapist. No, she's not that. Personal trainer who now is a health coach. So she has years and years of experience. But I'm going to let her tell you a little bit of her story. And then I've got a couple of questions to ask her. So, hello, Martine.
Hello, Joan. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited about being on this call today.
Well, thank you. And welcome everybody who is listening.
Yes, welcome. So do you want me to dive right in?
Yeah, dive right in.
Dive right in. So I got started in the fitness industry about 33 years ago. And just so you know, I'm only 19. And
I'm only 20, so it's okay.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how I feel. So I got started actually teaching group fitness, aerobics back in the day, and that's how
Yes.
I started my career. And I got an interest because I was quite overweight myself, and I lost a lot of weight. Now I didn't really know anything about nutrition or exercise, but I had an interest in helping people, reach their goals in that because you feel amazing once you've done it. Because back then it was about getting into the bikini. Now it's really much about how I'm moving and how I'm feeling more than that. Although the bikini still rocks, so anyone can rock that. So I became a personal trainer, and I was a single mum and did my papers extramurally in '98 and '99 and worked in the fitness industry, smashing people to all hell and back. And I quickly realized that actually there's a big gap in the fitness industry between just doing the exercise. People want to come to lose weight, they put everything into the gym and they smash themselves and they don't do it with good form. And then they get injured and they throw their hands up in the air. It's all too hard and it's never going to work for me. So I quickly identified that there's more to it than just the exercise. I saw, even with my own personal experience, the weight gain was really based on how I was feeling about myself and about things that happened to us in our past and the ideas that we form from a very young age about who we are and what we deserve in the world. So, yeah, it sounds like I'm a bit of a psychologist, but I'm not. I'm just real.
Okay.
I shoot straight from the hip, and it's just personal experience really, and listening to people who I was training way back 30 years ago, still in the same shape today, still trying the latest fad diets. And really what it boils down to, what I've discovered, is mindset, how you approach it, how you feel about it, and what are the triggers that stop you from getting there, because self-sabotage plays a big deal in this. So it's about identifying what those non-serving beliefs and thoughts are to then get the state of being that that you desire. Wow, that was a big mouthful, wasn't it?
That was a big mouthful, wasn't it? Okay, so it's interesting because there has been a lot of information out there lately on the connection between the weight loss and the mindset. And I've noticed it. I mean, whether I tune into that, that I notice it more, I'm not quite sure. But how do you help people? How do you take them from being out of control with their mindset, with their eating? And because really, to be overweight, most of it comes back to what you put in your mouth. Because we all overeat. Anybody with weight on, we overeat. So it's that need to overeat that is the connection. And that's what you're talking about. So how do
Yeah,
you
that's
take
right.
somebody through that process?
Okay, so firstly, we have to get really clear on what that person's goals are. And goals is a word that I actually don't like it myself. It scares me. I like targets because with a target,
Okay.
if you take aim and you fire and you miss, what do? You go, oh,
Oh,
bugger, I'm going to go again. But when you don't reach a goal, what happens? Oh, I'm so useless. I'm this, I'm that.
yes.
Right? So we set the targets and we find out why. Why do you want to reach it? Because everybody that wants to lose weight wants to lose it for a reason. What is that reason? The real reason. And what value will the losing of that weight bring to your life as a whole? How will it affect relationships? So I could do quite a deep dive into that. And then
Okay.
we just forget about the weight loss. We forget about it. And then we
Okay.
start the practice. So the practice is, let's monitor everything that it is what we need to do. We need to be well hydrated. We need to fill
Yes.
this with good stuff. You can't just change years and years and years of
Mm,
negative thinking like that. It's
mm.
practice. And, I like that about yoga. Yoga calls it a practice. It's not going to the gym and training. I'm practicing to be better. I'm practicing to be thinner. I'm practicing to be healthier, to be fitter. So it's about being, if that makes sense, Joan.
Yes,
And so
absolutely makes sense.
yeah. And so what we do is we have a little checklist every day. Did I do my mindset? Did I do something nice for me? Did I do some self-care? Did I nourish my body? And if you and
Yes.
there is no right or wrong. So,
Yes.
and you're right. When we put on weight, when we gather fat and we
Yeah.
build on our fat cells, it's because we've taken in more than we've burned off. The basics of it is energy in
Yes.
versus energy out. Now, there can be
Yep.
other things that throw in there, hormones and all the rest of it. But
Yes.
if you do the basics and you practice the basics, then we can deal with the other stuff,
Yep.
and
Yep. That
so,
makes total sense.
yeah, and I work with people for at least 12 weeks because it takes 21 days to create a habit, but it takes 90 days for it to become your new normal. That's why I like to call it practice. So we practice this and we practice that. And you can give yourself a little mark, for all the things that you do. And if you didn't do it, who cares? Get better tomorrow. So I like it to be no drama. It's a journey.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
very much a journey. And you're
yeah.
so right about that 90 days. I've just completed a business 90-day run, and that was again practicing. We were given tasks each week to practice. And
That's right.
everything that you've said, and that everything that you read, everything that you come across now, it's 12 weeks, and it's that 90-day run.
Yes, we
So
need to move away from this fast results thing because people have the unrealistic expectations, and that it's really about setting the target and going for it, but then becoming you divorce yourself from the outcome and you marry yourself to the practice of the activity that you need to do, the nutrition, the mindset, all that, and fun. It's
fun.
got to be fun. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, there's enough doom and gloom in the world without putting more onto us because we're so focused on losing weight and being so hard on ourselves. So yeah, sarcasm ranks high in my coaching. They'll come to me, but
Okay, that's
you
good.
gotta you build a bit of rapport with people before you do that.
Absolutely.
They
Absolutely.
laugh.
So, you know, let's go to social media at the moment. And there is so much noise on social media about this. How do you get through that noise to get your message out to people?
That's a good question. I wonder if I am getting that message out there.
Okay.
Basically, Joan, what I've decided, because I just do believe that the right people will be attracted to me. So basically, I'm just me. I don't get on social
Yes.
media and give a message that's going to be clever and try to attract. Um, Personally, I don't like using weight loss as a
Yeah.
marketing word, but I do
Yeah.
because that's what people are looking for.
Yeah.
and then I get the opportunity to educate them and say it's just so much more than just about
Mm,
weight loss.
mm,
The
mm.
difference that it can make in your life with movement, particularly, when you're going into your later years. I mean, for me, that's the number one thing that drives me to get up in the morning when I do not want to in the freezing cold here in a winter in New Zealand, and do my workout. And I don't want to do it. I don't. I want to stay in bed. But the prospect of me having an accessory such as a walker or a cane
Yeah.
gets me out of that bed, mate, because
Okay.
we have these wonderful bodies. The human body is just such an amazing organism.
Yes.
It self-heals if you give it the right conditions.
Yep.
So I'm giving it the best conditions, and I'm looking for people that do want that. You know what I mean? It's like I want to help those people. I don't want to help the people that want to remain stuck, because unfortunately there are some people that
Oh,
are,
yes. Yeah. Yes.
So yes, I do
Yes.
want to help them, but you can lead the horse to water, but you cannot make it drink, kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
that's a
know if that answers
very
the
old
question.
saying. Yes. Yeah, it does actually. Because a lot of this now will be word of mouth, will be through recommendations, all that thing. So what I will do, I've actually put your Facebook link in the comments, in the introductory before, so people can connect with you on Facebook. And is there any other way that they can connect with you?
Well, actually, I just thought that as a big, huge thank you to you, and maybe
Oh,
passing
okay.
on the love to your readers, that I, as my way of tithing, I offer free 30-minute consultations, and we do a bit of a dive. It doesn't
Okay.
necessarily mean that people will work with me.
Okay.
That is not why I do it. So I can give you my booking link, and people who want to book in for that can absolutely do so if they feel that they just want to do a bit of a chin wag about what their next step is. So in that, I give people some clarity on a way to move forward, whether that's with me or not. It doesn't matter.
That's a great gift of value for people to tap into.
I love
Well,
doing it.
thank you for that. That's so unexpected. I wasn't expecting that to happen in this interview, but that's very generous of you, because everybody's time is precious and everybody is busy. So for you to give up your time to talk to somebody who might be saying, oh, well, I need some help, I need to reach out to somebody that's not going to be pressured. They're not going to pressure me into. That's the biggest thing that I find with all the marketing these days, is that people just DM you, and it's just that sell, sell, sell all the time. Nobody's there to just say, hello, how are you doing? It's nice to connect. So that's wonderful. So I will, if you drop that link to me, I will put it into the post when it goes up, and then
Oh,
I can
happy
share it
to.
with you.
And then it's in the hands of the receiver, and they can do with that gift whatever they want. They can take action or not. It's all good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. That is just fantastic. Well, do you know what? It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you today. And I
Thanks,
hope
Joe.
everybody has got something, a little nugget there that they can take away. And I just encourage you to give Martine a call, book in with her 30-minute giveaway. And, that is actually how we met, through a Facebook post. And I can tell you, I've watched some of her videos on her page, and she's her. She is authentic with what she says. And that's what I like. When I look for people that I want to connect with, that's what I look for. People who are authentic, who are not put on. They're not something that they're not trying to portray somebody that they're not. So I thank you for your authenticity on your page. It's just amazing. It's wonderful.
Wow. I don't think I'm going to be able to leave the room. My head's getting too big.
Well, you deserve it. And,
Thank you,
you're
Joe.
so right about self-care. We all need more self-care. and more self-love. So that's where we've got to be.
I agree.
Anyway, I thank you so much for your
And
time.
thank you so much. This has been wonderful. I just love talking to people. I think really the free 30-minute consultations are about me more than the other people.
Well, it's got to be,
We'll have a chat.
it's a win-win situation, isn't it?
It is. Fills my cup.
Cool. Okay, then.
Thank
Thanks
you,
very
Joanne.
much, Martine.
Bye.
Everybody, thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. This has been one of the best interviews that I've done, and I've enjoyed it thoroughly. So I am leaving now. Thank you. Bye.